For anything to work on this planet, it has to be balanced, feminine and masculine. And too many people are learning only masculine ways, and you need both. You need the masculine, which is the strategy, the mindset, the accountability and all that, and you need the feminine, which is the love and the community and the sharing and the collaboration and the compassion. That's what we've always provided. For the last 5,000 years, everything masculine has been rewarded. Just to feel like we can be more successful in business, women have adopted this masculine way of being. And no wonder they're exhausted, no wonder they feel depleted. So what I think we're doing in the Boldheart business program is giving them permission and the tools to operate and be successful doing business their way.
Give yourselves a big hand for making it here. Woo! This is where we go from overwhelmed at 6 figures to 7 figures eventually with our life back.
When the Dalai Lama famously said the world will be changed by the Western woman, I had a divine download that said, no, 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 no. The world will be changed by Western women entrepreneurs.
One recent accomplishment we're proud of, we went through our numbers for last year. We were at 428%. Thank you, Boldheart.
This month, myself and my ladies were featured in Success.
I started 10 new groups. Someone else is running the groups. And it doubled my business revenue this year.
I just opened my 2nd location.
Started my 8th employee on Friday.
I just hired my first official employee.
I just published a book, which just came out.
When you first come into the Boldheart community, you're working with a strategic enrollment coach to find out which level you should begin at. They actually look at how much money you're bringing in, and they want to put you at the right level that makes sense for your next growth.
Getting to multiple 6 figures or the million level in your business, there is a definitive process of how you get there. When you have a community of people doing the work with you, never more than 6 days away from coaching from your mentors, when you have daily accountability, when you have meetings to get to, there is no way on earth that you can't get results.
I was not yet at $500,000 in my company. When I joined, it's like the lights flipped on. It's like somebody gave me an oxygen mask or something. And within just a year and a half of being with Boldheart, I hit the $1 million mark. We just say, follow the recipe.
I've really been showing up. It took me 3 years. Like, just do what she says, and that actually worked. So I started doing that, and now I'm making passive income, and it happened.
I don't know where I'd be without it. My business is really, this last year I had a 25% increase in gross sales, so that was pretty amazing.
I will always have a business coach. It's critical.
Women are tribal. We do best when we're together and we're supporting each other. I come here and I feel like I am in awe. I continue to marvel at the support that I get in these meetings.
Right now inside, well, I'm actually emotional inside because I know that this is a game changer for all of you if you do it this way. So you may be overwhelmed and you may be in food coma and you may be like, shit, this is a lot of work. But inside, I've been at this for so long. I know that if you do this, everything will change for the better for you.
I haven't been part of other business events where people are that open and that honest and that vulnerable. Mm-hmm. And what I've been learning from that, though, and what I really appreciate about it all, it's not treating a symptom. Mm-mm. I mean, it's getting to a barrier that you may not have been able to remove for years.
When I first started, I was like somebody in battle. I was wearing this big armor. I looked like a corporate lawyer. I was not friendly. Fast forward, she worked with me on discovering pleasure and tapping into who I am. And suddenly I was more myself, more feminine, more in color. This is never how I would have dressed as a lawyer.
I used to be more masculine in business, but now I'm more full of love in my business.
It sounds crazy, but we weren't taught how to really access our femininity or bring it to our businesses.
Especially people who lead with their hearts. We can't compartmentalize and say, okay, well, this in my personal life, but no, it's not going to affect my business at all. You know, we recognize that they bleed into each other.
The reason I made a decision to be a lifer with Boldheart and with Fabienne is because of my first leverage experience. Everyone interrupted her throughout the entire thing, and she allowed it to happen, and she allowed the breakdowns and the breakthroughs, and I grew from every single person's story.
You will be accepted no matter what's going on.
I wanted to be this empowered, strong woman, and I just didn't know how. And I started praying, like, God, send me someone who can help me. And God sent Fabienne. And one day I was on the internet and popped up. I was literally searching, how can I grow my business? But really inside, I was like, how can I grow me? You know, how can I become this strong woman that I'm trying to teach my daughter to be? And I showed up, and that's what it's done for me. I've grown as a woman. I've pushed past my fears. I know that I can do this. I can do this. I don't have to depend on anyone else for it. I can do it.
I'm not afraid anymore. I was afraid with my business, and I want to quit so many times, and I'm not afraid anymore. I feel this butterflies and, you know, the excitement, but not the fear anymore, and I feel free.
I think running a business is very lonely. When you own a business, you're automatically different from the rest of the world, and you kind of feel like you don't fit in.
I've been a black sheep my whole life. I've never really belonged anywhere. And so I created a place where I could belong. And what's really funny is I attracted all these other black sheep. People who never belonged because they were too much or too entrepreneurial, and they were never accepted, and they were always judged, and they were bullied, and they had ideas that were crazy. And they never fit in either. And then all of a sudden, we're just like this family of black sheep. And it's a feeling of home.
It's kind of shocking, the whole thing. Your return on investment is tenfold what you think it would be.
What did you love most?
What I loved most was being given a roadmap and a whole community of navigators to help get me there. Thank you.
Seeing this, seeing people inspired, seeing people like ready to go. I mean, everybody's like ready, they're on fire.
The coaching, it was brilliant. Thank you.
What I love most is how we take a stand for each other, all of us.
I don't know if you get it, but the reason we start our businesses is because we don't want it plush. We want to be confronted. We say we don't, but we do. we want to look in the mirror and dive deeper and see what we're made of.
I don't think money can ever buy what we have at Boldheart. There is just this special, intangible love and trust, and this just this belief that you can just be who you are.
That's the gift you give people.
An emboldened heart.
Yeah, and to go out and to activate their greatness.
Mm-hmm.
Something that isn't easy to do.
No, I don't think you can give yourself a good haircut, and I don't think you can embolden your own heart.